Hello, Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. How are you? Jess here. I hope you're well. If you're back to this channel, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive, and if you're new, welcome. I am switching up my monthly protocol for now to see how this works. I'm feeling called to do elements instead of doing a video for every single sign. I would highly suggest that you check out your sun, your moon, and your rising in terms of how those elements correspond with you. I think we have a lot of messages that are resonating with the collective. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And we're going to see how it works. Okay. So again, this is for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new to this channel, the way this works for my monthlies is I pull one card and it just sets the tone for the healing. And then I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing, and intuitive messages come up in the process. If you're new to Reiki or any sort of energy healing modality, know that it is an incredibly harmonious one, and it will never cause harm. It will never deplete the giver or receiver. It has nothing to do with my energy at all. I'm just a channel and a conduit, but it does have to do with your willingness to collaborate with it. And by collaborate, I don't mean work. So it's just about being open and willing. A lot of this healing happens on our subconscious level, which is 95% of our awareness. That's a lot of us. So that doesn't mean that you won't receive any sort of conscious sensations like epiphanies or emotional releases, temperature changes, tinglies, tension releases, or little twists, turns, all sorts of things, depending on where you communicate with yourself the most intuitively. Okay. What else? It's so powerful that it can be done from a distance. So these pre-recorded videos are beautiful because if you feel called to experience this healing again, I would say listen to that call. There's probably another level to the healing that you're ready for, or a message that you didn't receive the first time that now you're ready to. This is for the whole month of April, so you go for it. Okay, Earth signs? So how are you guys feeling right now? April's such a big month. We've got our solar eclipse and new supermoon on April 8th. We have Jupiter conjunct Uranus on April 20th. We have Mercury retrograde the majority of the month. There's a lot going on. And what I will say is, even though we have the Mercury retrograde, which is all review, I mean, so much of this energy is about sparks, ignitions, new beginnings. And with that, the old world must die. Okay? So what I'm telling everyone is that the way that I'm feeling it is that if you have done or are doing the work to stay really aware of yourself, out of denial, out of control, being really present. I'm feeling my heart chakra with you guys on this one. Interesting. Then this might be a little bit smoother and more powerful in terms of like, wow, I learned something new about myself. Wow, like an awakening, things like that, which isn't always like feeling smooth, right? But if you haven't been looking at yourself, you might be meeting some more resistance. Yeah. So again, collective message, but earth signs. Let's see what we got. One card for the earth signs for April. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, please. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo for the month of April, please. And I'm pulling from the Secret Language of Light deck this month. Beautiful frequency artwork, and I'll be reading from the book as well. Earth signs for April. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I'm feeling a lot of energy off of you guys, especially in my heart and solar plexus. Earth, whoop, that was the first out. Is that the one? Yep. Okay. All right. You guys got Nourish. I love this card. Let me just hold that steady in case you guys want a screenshot. Sorry for any microphone hits. I'm like leaning a bit more in my setup this month. So, okay, nourish. You are love and you are loved. The image consists of your soul star, Gaia, the soul of earth, and the divine cleansing that is expanding the love of all. Honor your temple, your body, for it is the physical manifestation of your soul. In doing so, you honor earth, for she is the physical manifestation of Gaia. Don't judge your environment or your body. Just be discerning about what you focus on and digest what feels helpful. With that message specifically, I'm getting like quite literal digestion, like gut issues and things like that. For some of you, Gaia knows how grateful you are because you are here. She wants to remind you that worthiness and ease are your birthright. You are creating beauty, intimacy, and deeper connections with Gaia and your higher self just by playing on Earth. Playing. Feel Gaia's loving embrace everywhere, in nature, a backyard, a pot plant, or your mind's eye. If there is something you want to change about you or Gaia's body, connect with your soul and be inspired by a new path that will lead you to your desire. On this planet, all is forever moving into more and more love. Beautiful. And I'm getting I'm getting throat chakra with you guys as well. But what caught my eye that never catches my eye on this card is this green, kind of tip of the horizon of that water. I don't know if that's the right term. I think you know what I mean. And with that comes a lot of like throat chakra and then like heart chakra and into high heart, which is where we can meet our higher self. This is a great place to call on that. So before the messages continue coming in, let's prep for Reiki, okay, Earth signs? So I just invite you to sit, lie down, and just take a breath into your body. Just become present with yourself. Feeling a lot with you guys already. Let's thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo for the month of April. I also want to apologize about my camera focusing in and out a lot. I'm under some natural light, so that's the way it's going this month. Now the solar plexus is coming out strong, which makes sense because if you're getting a message about nourishing, then most likely we're feeling depleted, right? And our solar plexus is our innate power. It's our energy. It's our power center. So it will be depleted and won't be quite as happy if we're not regulated. And it's interesting because my fire signs also got a little bit of a message of like self-soothing. So it would make sense if you have some fire and some earth placements. What helps you to regulate? I mean, this specifically though, like, and it's so perfect for earth signs. It's really about getting back to your natural place of grounding and being connected to that earthly element, that earthly medicine, right? So herbalism, plants, just be in nature. Yeah, grounding is what I keep hearing. It'll be interesting when we tap in with the chakras and see if the root chakra comes up. I'm just curious. I'm not feeling that yet so far. I'm feeling very central, like it kind of went from throat to heart to solar and like kind of up and down on those three. I'm hearing you're almost there. It's been a long road, I think, whatever you've been working through. And I think a message for the collective, honestly, is this new beginning energy. Some of us are so tired that it's hard for us to trust that that's happening, that that's coming, right? And also a reframe of understanding that the opening of a new chapter isn't always this incredibly light, blissful, ecstasy filled energy. It's not, even though it can be happy and exciting and joy filled, right? The beginning of it could still have a lot of growing pains because it's unfamiliar, you know? So that nourishment specifically of the body, of the temple, of your vessel is important. I'm also getting diet for a lot of you. Like hydration is one thing, but I'm just getting like clean foods. Like instead of focusing on the quantity of what you're eating when you're really hungry, can you focus on the quality? I'm also getting for some of you that you're eating too quickly. And that makes sense if you're like in the midst of a transition and you're working really hard or whatever. Like be present with your food. That's another earthly plane, right? Our food comes from the earth when it's clean and medicinal. So take your time, really be mindful with every chew, right? Really take in the taste of the food. Set the intention of how it's going to heal your body and nourish you in that way. Clean water, I'm getting from this card to like clean water, like no added sugars or anything in your drinks. Just how clean can you get? Not in like a restrictive way, not in a shame-based or judgment way, just in a nourishing way, something that feels really good, you know. And that could be like homemade soup, you know, things that are also made with love. If you like to cook, there's nothing more nourishing than making a meal from your heart and then really being present in the consumption of it. I mean, that's just so healing because you're sending your loving energy into that food as well. And that does do work. Really, really powerful work in the body. All right. And I'm getting the crystal apatite for some of you, which is a throat chakra crystal. It does have to do with nutrition, so that must be a confirmation. Okay, earth signs, let's go through your chakras. Let's see what we're feeling. You are tired because earth signs, I'm used to feeling a lot of crown chakra with you, and that's a bit like like I need a nap, you know? But I'm feeling this throat chakra. What's going on there? The fire signs had a lot of throat as well. Yeah, solar plexus. So what I'd like to do first is focus on your solar plexus chakra and just, we're not going to try and fix anything. We never do. We're just going to be present with it and just ask for anything that it wants to tell us. And we're just going to send Reiki to it and really focus on harmonizing it. And that will be a different process for everyone, okay? So feel free to take really light, relaxing breaths into the diaphragm area, the base of the ribs, the top of the stomach. And it makes sense your solar plexus is coming up with this digestion stuff that I'm picking up on. digestion physically, but also for some of you, figuratively, metaphorically, like digesting information, which is interesting because the crown chakra felt very sleepy and quiet, like we're almost so overloaded that we like shut off, you know? Mm, yeah. Yeah, the solar plexus just feels very tired, you guys. So we're just going to pull apart some of the stagnancies and restrictions. After all, energy work like this is never about positive, negative manipulation. It's just about where is there movement and where is there not movement. And if there isn't movement, we're going to ask for it to move in the most harmonious way possible. Okay, for some of you, this is really specific, but this like solar plexus to throat, some of you are dealing with like very bad acid reflux. That's what I'm feeling. Um, yeah, I'm feeling like acidity. Like we need to get a little more alkaline going. It's very interesting because the fire signs, it was more like an expression truth thing, which might be the case for you as well. But I was just thinking of almost like a sore throat. For you, I'm actually feeling it like down my trachea, down my esophagus, you know, and it's like going to my stomach. Things to coat the throat and the stomach and soothe it. I'm also getting for some of you that one of the most nourishing things that you could do is a day of silence, a day of not talking. What could that look like or feel like to you? I'm still, I'm kind of going back and forth, I know, between the solar plexus and the throat. I'm still quite honed in on the solar plexus, just trying to get it to talk to us. So far, it's just coming through as like these very specific digestion messages, but it's also our power source and it's our energy level. I'm feeling like very solely on the physical level, and that's why connecting to the physical level of earth can be so incredibly nourishing for you and medicinal. Bare feet on the grass, touch a tree, work with your plants, talk to them. Yeah, because I'm getting like a very like sensory, like touch kind of thing too that could be very, very healing for you guys. And I think the collective is going to need a lot of grounding for the month of April because I think there's just a lot happening. So, I mean, I'm a fan of like putting my full feet, full hands into dirt. Like just really feeling that energy of Gaia, like the card said, you know. Some of you are just crashing, you know. Some of you are just physically crashing. Maybe we're getting sick or we're recovering from being sick, you know. Pretty simple message here, you guys. Nourish, nourish, nourish. And I keep like searching to see if there's more like spiritual components to it or thing, but like earth signs, your message is your body. What does your body want? What is your body saying to you right now? And especially if we're on a go um, energy and mindset, it's hard for us to stop and really go, okay, vessel, hey, my friend, right? Not your enemy. There was something in that message, I think, about like blaming your body or something like that. That's interesting. But really checking in and going, okay, what do you need, friend? What do you need? And then not shaming yourself if you need to rest too, okay? I feel like I'm speaking specifically to my Virgos on that one, maybe some Capricorn, because, oh man, Virgos, do you guys love your checklists? Which I love. I get it. I'm a Virgo sun. But we can borderline perfectionists sometimes and then shame ourselves when we don't accomplish everything that we said we were going to, right? And that's all expectation based. So some gentility there. Okay, guys. All right, let's take a final breath in together. I'm going to focus on that solar plexus. So I'm going to focus on a golden yellow. Feel free to focus on a white light coming in or the blue for the throat, whatever works. My ears are really ringing now. Interesting. So when we hold our breath at the top, we're going to feel that color coming into our body, and it's going to do its medicinal thing, whatever that means. Some messages are going to come up, and we're going to exhale, pushing out what doesn't serve us. Okay, Earth signs? So let's exhale, get all the air out, relax your body. We'll inhale in through the nose. Hold at the top, feeling the golden yellow coming into your system. It's filling up every single square inch of your being. It's vibrating and dancing and breaking up any stagnancies. Yep, bringing power and bringing peace. Bringing power and peace. Exhale, push out what no longer serves us. Power and peace. Holy smokes. I love that. I love that. With that, I kind of got this message for some of you of like, there's no need to tell anyone about going into that mindset of I'm in power and peace. You don't need to communicate that, just do it. Do you know what I mean? That resonated for maybe even just one of you. All right, guys, let's lock your energy up nice and tight into your solar plexus. As always, we're never putting on armor or guarding, okay? We are saying what's mine is mine, what does not serve me, kindly stay out. But remember, you have free will to let in or not let in whatever you like. So remember that power of choice that you have, okay? Earth signs, wow. That was beautiful, beautiful. Let me know what's going on in the comments. As always, I'm very, very, very intrigued by this stuff, especially when we're getting some macro and also some micro messages like what's going on with your digestion, you guys? What's going on with your diet? Are some of you going through like some elimination diets or wanting to restructure things in that regard? I don't know. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't joined this beautiful community of amazing souls. Share with a fellow earth sign. Make sure that you check out your other placements if they're in other elements as well. Remember that this is good for a month, but it could also be timeless. Whenever you're called to this is when you're called to it. Drop a comment down below. Let us know what's going on. And if you want any more information about my one-on-one work, it's all down below. I'm just continuously giving the announcements of my newer offerings, The Shift, which is my very digestible, no pun intended with your message, self-love course. It's about unlearning what self-love was, what we thought self-love to be, and then we're kind of reframing and shifting into a new direction so that we can have that best friendship with ourselves. It's very affordable and digestible. So take a look at that if that calls to you. My monthly guided breath work to really beautiful music that goes into a powerful meditation. We meet live once a month, every third Thursday in the evening. This is if you're in the States. And then you will receive the recording to practice consistently with for the next duration month until we meet again. All the links for that are also down below. You can also just purchase the recording of the current one right now if you want to start working on your breath work, okay? I think if we all were to master our breath, the world would be a very, very different place. All right, and lastly, guys, thank you so much for your donations. I truly appreciate them. And if you found this supportive and you have the means, the links for that are also down below. So Earth signs, I love you, and I will see you next time.